Happy holidays, everyone. I feel like we're approaching one of the best holidays that I love celebrating every year. I'm realizing now that I don't celebrate any of the holidays in the year except the New Year. So, therefore, I'm so stoked to be celebrating this with my husband and friends, and it's going to be amazing. We're hosting the dinner, so it's going to be Kyrgyz Italian New Year party. But the reason I wanted to do this last video of 2025 to talk about how my 26 was. And the idea is very simple that I will look back in December 26 to see if all the things that I believe are already done, if they really did happen or not, and why and what can we do about it, right? And I'm following basically the logic of quantum physics, where whatever the thing that I desire is already a done deal. And I'm living and experiencing my life from the assumption that it's already done. It's a norm, it's a normal thing. And getting away from the pattern of I need to get somewhere, but rather I am already that person. I already lived that life. And here is how it is happening. So that's why I want to talk about 26 as if it has already happened while still being in December 30th, 25. And then when we go and experience December 30th, 26, I can compare how it is and what's the differences and what's the similarities. And I would love to encourage you to do that as well. And I actually encourage that in my group when I talk to people about how whatever the thing that you desire, if it's a normal thing, it has happened already, how would you approach it versus you feel like whether you can get it or not, and having a lot of worries and fear around it, right? And that's such a different energy. So that's why I want to talk about 26 being done, and here is how it looked like for me. So, if I start from the health aspect, I feel 26 has been one of the best years because I have worked out every day in the gym. I hired a trainer, and it has been an amazing journey of training and having muscles and feeling healthy and no longer having any back problems and all the other problems, and feeling very with ease and comfortable in my body, right? So that's how my health has been, especially my physical health and my mental health. Of course, getting coached and keep working on my consciousness to a point where a lot of the issues that used to be issues are no longer issues anymore. So therefore, I feel great about my emotional mental health. About relationships, I am really happy that I have started restoring somewhat, or getting to know, maybe even better word, getting to know my biological family, my biological sisters and brothers, and also, of course, maintaining my amazing relationship with my sister. And another one is in 2026, we have celebrated 20 years of university time with my friends that I have gained in my studies in Germany. And it has been 20 years since we've known each other, and we've celebrated it. We've celebrated in Italy, and that's obviously one of the amazing things that we have done. And this is something that we have planned a long time ago, and it finally happened. And I feel great for having renewed our relationships, my friendships, right? And also, 2026 has been an amazing year because we have finally bought our home with the sea view in Italy. And I feel so proud that we have done that. And we moved in and hosting parties ever since. And one of the parties that we've hosted is my 41st birthday. And it just feels wild and amazing that we're able to do that. And thanks to that home as well, I'm now learning more how to cook and how to do things that I have really never spent time on doing. So, and 2026 has been also, in terms of my work, one of the best years because we've hit $1 million revenue, and I've hired several people to work with me, and they're all my clients, and I love working with them. And they're also humanitarians, and I just love doing this work together with them, and of course, seeing amazing transitioning success stories of my clients, whether they're transitioning to the private sector or to starting their own business or reimagining and redesigning their lives in the way they want to. So I'm so grateful that this is a testimony of what is possible. And most importantly, it's a testimony of what is possible after leaving a UNP whatever salary and freaking out about how none of this is possible and you can only do this and be successful in the UN context, and then realizing, oh my God, you can do that even better and more outside of UN. So that's why I feel so blessed and happy that in 2026 I was able to do this. And in terms of travels, that 2026 has been also one of the amazing years because I have finally traveled to Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, that I have wanted to do that in 2025, but because of my mom getting sick and then eventually passing away, made a lot of what I wanted really impossible, and that's fine. So I took 2025 grieving, but 2026 was the year when I finally went to visit those amazing countries while working, while doing my amazing work. And also seeing some of my clients in person. By the way, we have finally decided to meet in Geneva and doing some big events with my clients in person, and that's what we did. So that's why 2026, from that perspective, was an amazing year. And of course, how is the year without challenges, right? But one of the ways that I have really been able to approach challenges is without dramatizing, without making these such big problems or like making the problems on a pedestal. So therefore, I have tried to solve a lot of the challenges related to taxes is in Italy. I have tried to solve a lot of these without any dramatizing problem, making it a huge problem and not like unsolvable type of problem without making that. So I was able to solve those. And I have, excuse me, equally got my driving license for driving in Italy and Europe. I've been driving for some time now, but I have never renewed my driving license in Europe. So that's why that's what I did. I got my new driving license and feel good about it. But still, I'm not allowed to drive vehicles with strong horsepower. So that's why I'm bound to be driving a very old car from my husband's family, but that's fine. I can live with it for now because it's like by law you're not allowed to drive. But of course, I get to drive all the way that I want to in Kyrgyzstan when I go and travel. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. So 2026 has been a growth year in the 10x way, or in the, I don't know, like in the most quantum way. But at the same time, the way that the growth has happened was in very flowing with ease and subtle, and like without huge declarations or huge drama or huge I don't know, existential type of things, the way that it seemed it was in 2025. So that's why I'm grateful that 2026 has been the year where I have grown so much as a human being, as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as a mentor. And I'm also so grateful that I was able to do this in such calm, grounded, grateful, joyful ways, and without working more than that I have so far. So without grinding and without hustling. And I really feel grateful for having learned the skills of how to do that. Having learned the skill of changing the consciousness level in a way that brings quantum leaps and 10x results, rather than using a lot of the grind and hustle and effort to do that, even though that is effort is necessary. But I'm happy that I was able to do this through my consciousness level first, and of being the person that I'm capable of creating this type of results and even more, and then putting into actions and then creating results. So this is what I really have for 2026. And I'm so grateful that this is the reality and life that I get to live. And I get to also accompany my amazing clients along the journey of them going through and deciding for themselves what they want to do and how they want to do things now differently than they have so far. And grateful for all the trust that they have given me to do this work together. And yeah, and I am so stoked about what the 2027 will bring. Okay, my dears, happy holidays to you. Thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you for knowing my journey. Whenever I talk to my new clients and whenever they come to my space, they're like, oh, I feel like I know you and I've known you for a long time. And I feel like, yes, I can. I love that feeling, right? Where we can connect immediately and feeling like we've always known each other. And I'm so grateful that you have given me the opportunity and also trusted me to do this together. I have had amazing 2025 and also challenging 2025, and 2026 was all the amazingness. The challenges will be there, but I have decided and continue upholding that decision to approach it in a way that is not as difficult as 2025. So, my dears, happy holidays to you. And if you're doing a similar video where you're talking about your year in advance in the way that you have already experienced it and you feel that is already done, I would love to know about it. So you can let me know, tag me. I would love to know more about it. In the meantime, have amazing celebrations. And I will see you in 2026. And then, of course, we will come back to this video at some point and see how it came true, in what way and in what way it didn't. And that's the fun of looking back and seeing what we've created. Bye, my dears.